fix the names on Ein. Again, so you guys know who is playing. And let's do this. Alright. 554 platform for the tier 100 in the chat. You get some STI hearts to roll in, please. If any subs are lurking out there. It's a very quiet day today. Very quiet day today, but I mean, IEM qualifiers on. I imagine a lot of people who are watching this are also watching IEM at the same time. I know how it is, guys. I see that. I know how that is. To the bottom right hand side, our pink Terran player. Bottom left hand side, sorry, pink Terran player is going to be Ein. The start of this best of 3. He lost to Cyan 0-2 already today, so he's already lost his first matchup of the day. Let's see if he can improve now against INnoVation. Not really something that is very easy to do. It's going to be a very difficult match for him. Let's see if he can find something, at least, as we go into this. To the bottom right-hand side is INnoVation himself, the machine, coming in here and looking to see what he can get up to in this best of 3. Look to see if he can go 2-0 in the group already. And then he just has Hush left to play, and that will be INnoVation's matches over and done with. Overall, there's 4 more, including this, 4 more best of 3s from the Leifeng Cup today. Again, we start with INnoVation Ein, then we go into INnoVation versus Hush. Hush will then play Sign in our only PvP of the day, then one last PvT, as it will be Hush versus Ein, our final match of the Leifeng Cup number 158, Group A. Boom. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. And of course, later tonight we do have the WardiTV Team League qualifiers, day number 2. Make sure you tune in for that from when? I don't know, like 7 PM CET, I think it is. 7 PM CET for the WardiTV Team League qualifiers, day 2. In day 1 we saw Team Ascension qualifying for the main first division of the Team League. Today we find out who else will be joining them. This is Reaper of INnoVation just moving around a little bit here. It's going to be hopping up in towards the main base, so just going to do a little bit of scouting as we're going to see this Hellion comes in and it's going to start working its way through that Reaper. So a little bit of damage being done. You can see that Reaper is actually taking a lot of damage right now. Marine's going to come in and get a bit more. And actually INnoVation is going to lose this Reaper straight up. He does see his opponent's build though, sees how much gas is mining as well. And that's all good info for him in these early stages. Obviously sees exactly the setup of the add-ons. So he knows it's going to be like a Marine Hellion or Marine Widowmine sort of drop in the near future. He obviously went for the Reaper Expand, so his sort of setup is different. He's got the Reactor down now as well. And his Tech Lab coming in on the factory after Hellion. So he's got some good defense initially. As his Medevac pops, let's see if INnoVation will be able to get up to enough units to really hold on against this. It will be a tank on the way out of this factory. Also goes into a Viking as well. This is going to be a super safe defensive opening from INnoVation in these early stages of game number 1. We've seen this Medevac coming across then. Ein getting ready to attack, moving in towards this main base, and just going to be seeing him approaching. Sees a few Marines, going to back away. Doesn't quite find the opening that he's looking for to be able to unload, and so good positioning from INnoVation will keep him safe for now. As Ein actually going to cancel his cloak on the Banshee. He's going to go for a cloakless Banshee here. Maybe because he saw the... I don't know what he saw, because he saw the Viking already? That doesn't make sense, though. I mean, if you see a Viking, you still want to make a Banshee, then Cloak is actually even more essential than beforehand. Because a Banshee against Viking, well, the Viking wins. I mean, there's not really much to say about it. Widowmine on the low ground here to protect, and that's something which I might try and pull back into. INnoVation not going to fall for it, though. Maybe the Viking goes into the Widowmine, but nope, not even. So nice little try from Ein. Going to leave that Widowmine there for now as he goes back with the rest of the units. I guess he's just hoping it might connect on something as time passes. And as Banshee is out, flying across the map, I'm still intrigued that he decided not to... actually get Cloak. Like, that doesn't really make any sense at all to me, so... It's a little bit of a strange one, I've got to say, out of Ein. I can't really think of a reason to kind of explain it for you guys either. Like, I can't think of any reason you shouldn't get Cloak at this point. We're just going to be seeing this Banshee continue to pick away at one of these Marines or so. The Viking comes in. I'm just going to be seeing the Viking just pushing back this this Banshee for a couple of moments there. So Banshee taking a little bit of damage. And you can see the Vikings continue to pick up the damage that they can almost get the kill. Not quite managing there. INnoVation moving across the map, but does run into a couple of tanks. So good positioning out of Iron is going to help them out here initially, as these tanks are going to start to re-siege and relocate. INnoVation is out on the map at the moment, so again looking to see what he can get done in this forward location. At the same time, drops into the main base with some Marines. He's picked off 3 SCVs already, so INnoVation going from the center to the main. And he's going to get a few more SCVs as well as they come back in. 7 workers killed. The medevac also flying over the Marines is going to take a lot of damage. Doesn't quite go down. INnoVation lifts up and will probably just drop into the natural, I guess. Try and get another couple of workers before he actually has to leave overall. And he's going to drop in here. You can see those SCVs going down super quickly. And he's going to be able to pick off a bunch more SCVs. So picking off a bunch more SCVs. And that's going to be INnoVation now. Backing away. And all is good. So INnoVation backs off. 13 workers killed again is nice. We're going to see these Vikings are going to come in. They're going to try and shut down this medevac, as we're going to be seeing. Marines again starting to unload. Let's pick up a few more of these workers. A few more workers getting picked off. It's what, 19 kills now in total? 20 kills in total? And all of this from like 1 medevac and a group of Marines. Like, it's absolutely crazy. This is the sort of damage you see if, you know, maybe 1 medevac's here, another medevac's there, and there's also like a Liberator on the 3rd base. 21 kills from 1 drop between 2 bases is absolutely insane. So INnoVation puts himself into a fantastic position at the start of game 1 of his 2nd series here today in the TvT. And he is looking very good indeed, right from the very get-go. Small Marine skirmish won by Ein, but very insubstantial in terms of the rest of the game. INnoVation with a few Vikings to this side as well, so he has air control even. 3 Vikings against 2, so he's actually very easily got the air control. A couple of these Marines moving forward for INnoVation, but Ein will turn and fight those, and he will push those couple of Marines back now. Still those Vikings moving around. A few siege tanks of INnoVation moving around as well, and again just units gathering up together. Ein moving around himself with these couple of units and picks off a couple of those Marines. 1 Marine going to be moving forwards, and again just looking to see what he can get up to. Actually going to start trading here. And again, Ein will win the small Marine skirmish at the front simply because this Marine has more health at the start. His Marine doesn't last too long though. Apparently didn't get the message that he shouldn't run into the siege tank range. Takes a big shot, and that would be that. Marines moving forwards, another Marine picked off. Very slow paced stuff here. Stem finishes a little bit earlier for Ein, but INnoVation can probably fight anyways. Actually sits in his in Marine fire on his Viking for a moment or two there, so he loses the air control. 1 Viking against 1 Viking, but he has less health. His tanks will continue to siege. Only 1 medevac here. And his INnoVation losing some Marines in the main base. Actually, a little bit of a drop coming in. Gets shut down by the turrets of the medevac, but actually 14 workers falling. Ein's starting to do some counter damage, which is really adding up. 16 workers killed, and he begins to even out the worker lead that INnoVation once had. INnoVation is still 3 workers ahead, but man, what a way to turn things around here slightly. With a little bit of a drop in towards that main base. Towards the 3rd again, just that 1 Marine sat out trying to pick up information, sees the 3rd base is there, sees that it's on the way up. Wow, that 1 drop from mine doing so much, cleaning out the majority of this main base mineral line, so that really is painful as we're going to see tanks coming in from a different angle, but look at this, INnoVation blocks off with these rocks already, and that's just going to slow down exactly what Ein wanted to do there. INnoVation spotting this army pulls back a little bit, and these tanks getting a very aggressive forward position. INnoVation very late on combat shields, and that does hurt a lot as these tanks start to fire down onto the Marines. 1 tank in a distance is not quite going to be enough. INnoVation repositioning the rest of his tanks now as well. And because he has the map control, he's really able to position himself nicely and be the player who's forcing INnoVation into kind of weird spots. As he is just going up to 5 racks, he's not going to have a 3rd CC, so it's very important for him that he is able to keep up the pressure. And he's not making any more SCVs. He does not plan at all to go past this sort of point in the game, which he's at already. And he's very content to just sort of stick it with this at this point and just try and win the game from here. I don't believe he's going to try and drop through these turrets again. And that said, I guess if he comes down this side, maybe he can boost through just the 1 of them. No boost. Oh no, he's going to lose a tank. He loses the tank that's inside. Oh, I mean, that's why you don't try and fly through that many turrets. Because the INnoVation siege is up. Actually, INnoVation just stims forwards. These tanks of Iron are not sieged. And that is going to be his bigger problem here right now as INnoVation grabs these units And he's going to just pick off every single one of these tanks. No problem at all. Tanks fall. And INnoVation cleans up the medivacs as well. And just like that, INnoVation cleans up. He secures his lead in the game. And that's actually right away just going to be GG. INnoVation takes game number 1 of this best of 3. And we'll go 1-0 up to very weirdly similar map, actually, in a way. I'll talk about that in a moment, maybe how the maps can be thought to be similar, I guess. I'll just load this here to be the right name. So, the reason this is sort of weirdly, so let's introduce the players. To the bottom side of the map, our pink Terran. To the top side of the map, red Terran is going to be INnoVation. So, I've got a proxy. Man, I so wanted to talk about this, but I guess I'll save it for another time. I guess I'll save it for another cast. Basically, if you like rotate Varney, it's got a somewhat similar base layout. Not quite, not really, but somewhat similar to new. I actually don't think it does at all. I think I'm just talking nonsense. So I guess I should just shut up. Anyways, proxy racks will come down. It's going to be proxy Reapers here from Ein to try and take game number 2 in a quick, easy fashion. So setting up into this, and well, let's see if he's going to be able to actually make something happen here. Refinery finishes on the main base, so that's 2 gases now up. And this racks on the main base just going to be finishing up very shortly as well. This SCV backs away. Only going to be 2 racks Reaper proxied here from Ein. I mean, generally, if you proxy them, I feel as though you may as well just go for the 3rd racks as well. Like, I feel as though you may as well just commit into that, commit into this fully, right? Like, what do you have to gain from only going 2 racks? I guess at home he'll build up a factory, and then he'll go for some Hellions behind this and some further aggression, but intriguing, a bit of a different way to do this. So, 2 Reapers going to start moving forwards, or 1 Reaper will move forwards, 2nd Reaper will be on the way soon. You can just see that INnoVation's Reaper's on the way up as well, but just isn't quite as early, and so he'll know exactly what's going on. He realizes that there's no way Reaper's out this early unless it's proxied, so INnoVation will immediately know what's happening. And as the Reaper does just from INnoVation, poke this Reaper of Ein away, and just wait for extra Reapers to come in. SCV's already pulled. INnoVation recognizing that he needs some SCVs here to help him tank against these Reapers as they hop on up. The SCV is already here. The grenade goes down. Actually blasts his SCVs away, which maybe gives the Reapers of his opponent a bit of an opportunity, and the Reaper does go down. Hellions on the way up as well. Nice grenade, and he will pick off 2 workers here, 3 extra, which takes him to 3 in total. You can see this Reaper going down as well. So this is actually big trouble for INnoVation. Now 4, 5, 6 workers lost. There's the Hellion. The Reapers leave just in time. Wow, just in time. And back at home, why has he got so much gas? Does he really just need 2 gas to support his Reaper production? Now he builds a factory. I guess he does need it if he wants to go into other units as well. He pops back up. Doesn't lose a Reaper yet. Ein's been playing this well so far. His micro's been good. But as the Hellion count increases, life will become more difficult for Ein. And INnoVation will begin to make life a bit easier for himself. And Hellion splash damage can do a lot to these Reapers. You'll see his units going to go up the ramp and again look for opportunities with grenades to try and keep the Hellions away so they can't do too much damage as he tries to pick away at a depot or 2. The more damage he can get done here with these Reapers, the better, of course. And make his follow-up a little bit stronger. And generally, when your first 2 racks are proxied, you're not going to be in the best positions to continue through. That said, if he just goes into mech from this, then it can be a fairly reasonable just sort of macro opening. You know, if he expands now, which he just puts CC down, his expansion is going to be ahead of INnoVation, so it's possibilities. Cyclone on the way as an anti-air kind of measure because there is a Liberator coming up. INnoVation recognizing that, you know, one of the best ways you can maybe punish the proxy Reaper play is just going towards a one of the best ways to go into a proxy Reaper play is to actually get a Liberator out, but Cyclone will be up in time at home, so the Liberator won't do too much. He's not able to fight for too long here, as we're just going to be seeing these Reapers not able to do much at all. Purines join up together, and again, we're going to see what's going on. Going off 1 Reaper there right at the start, and again, these Hellions seeing what they can get up to. We're going to see a few more grenades going down as well. This time, we're actually going to be seeing a couple of Hellions picked up, so a couple more Hellions going down also here. These Reapers are still trading very nicely. Across the map, the Liberator does siege up. The Cyclone's locked on, so I mean, the Liberator will go down super slowly. It's a lot of mining time, which he does lose, and that is something which obviously INnoVation can still take in his favor. Going to go for a Cloak Banshee follow-up now as well. There is a Viking also building, so it's going to be Cyclone and a Viking in terms of anti-air defense. So it's a good anti-air defense. The question is, will there be enough scans? Now, the second CC is about to is finished even. And he's even maybe morphed into an orbital already? No, not yet. That's going to be the next stage of this for mine. Couldn't afford it because he was taken off of mining for a little while by the rest of these, by the Liberator. So that's going to be on the way. The Banshee is spotted, I think, because we're going to see 2 Cyclones and a Viking and try to intercept it. Cloak 15 seconds away. If this gets intercepted, it is probably going to be pretty dead. Don't see a way for this to really survive. Yeah, changes direction though. Well, that's one way. INnoVation goes to the left, and actually Iron changed his direction as well. He goes over to the right-hand side. Scans are... Well, there's going to be one scan available soon that already is on the main as well. So there's going to be scans available. Question is, does he scan? Because he'll get out of scan range pretty quickly. Banshee cloaks preemptively. The Cyclones will come up this ramp. He killed off the depots before, so killing depots is a pretty big deal because now he can get in here super easily. There's the scan. INnoVation just going to sit in this mineral line, pick off a few more workers. Just going to trade it out. 5 workers killed. He actually, oh my god, the scan isn't enough. Well, that's a little bit painful as well. Comes back in, going to work his way through a few more SCVs. No scan. Oh man, Raven's on the way, but it's just not going to be here in time. And INnoVation continues to take a huge lead. Finally, another scan comes down. That actually came a bit faster than I thought it would. 10 workers killed. INnoVation, his slower command center is now morphed into an orbital, so it is still going to get in here relatively soon. Lone Reaper comes in, trying to get some more kills. Second Banshee into the natural expansion. I mean, Raven is now up. The will go down as well. Another SCV should fall. And this Banshee will get one more SCV as it comes out as well. Again, just solidifying the lead in the game for our Terran player. Throws off 2 more Marines at the very end of its lifespan as it finally gets cleaned up by the Viking-Raven combination. INnoVation going to start turning the aggression onto, or continue the aggression on his opponent's side of the map, turning around from that early aggression we saw from his opponent earlier. Going to be seeing this Raven? Really? Wardy? Really? Raven. Marines and tanks all pushing down to the south side, and they'll begin to siege on up and work their way through these depots, and pretty much just put an end to game number 2. I think INnoVation going to go 2-0 in this series unless there's a miraculous defense here from Iron. He's going to drop an auto turret instantly. Well, that's not going to do a lot now. The Raven's somewhat dead energy, or dead supply up in the skies. Don't add too much onto this. And the turrets of his opponent will come down if INnoVation comes down here, and that helps tank quite a bit during the main fight in comparison to what his opponents did. Banshee cloak does finish. The Raven did get chased away, so he can cloak up. Maybe this will be a defense. Loses the Banshee. And INnoVation will sit around at the front still. And we'll just continue to pick away at these units. We'll save scans now also so he can get rid of the next Banshee as well. And as we're going to be seeing him have to guide away as the SCVs, he's actually going to start target firing the Viking down at the back here instead. Just to make sure he doesn't do too much friendly fire onto his Marines. And these Vikings are going to continue to do a lot as well. Actually, this tank is going to go down. And just lost too much. GG's, and INnoVation takes game number 2. And they'll take the series